This is Darnell.
Hey, what's good? It's Ayriana.
And this is our YouTube channel. Welcome back.
Hey. So, today we decided to do a little story time. He got his water. I got some cereal bars. We're just going to tell you guys basically how our story started, how we met, where we went from there. We're going to talk, I dropped it. We're going to talk about our, basically from where we met up until right now.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, you want to start off or you want me to start off?
You can start off.
I gotta take a bite of this. I'm hungry. All right. Okay, so we met on social media. So basically, like, I'm single as all get out, laying in my bed, you know what I mean? Late night, scrolling through social media. I see his little page or whatever, and I'm like, oh, he fine.
You
but
already
like,
know.
But this time, like, I'm big single right now, so I'm just scrolling through. I'm like, okay, he fine. I'm just looking, you know what I mean? And I see his page. I'm like, oh, he fine. And I follow him, but that's it. I don't message him because I was gonna message him, but I was like, he too fine. He got hoes. I ain't got time for that.
Yup. And then me. So you know me, I looked at her page too. I was like, oh, for sure. Like, she liked me. I was like, oh, bet. Let me slide in the DMs real quick. So that's what I had to do. I slid in the DM.
So he messaged me. Y'all, he messaged me quick. Like, I swear.
I wasn't messaging her that quick.
He was quick. I'm telling you. Like, I followed his little page, and like as soon as you know how like you do one scroll. I followed his page. I'm like, oh, he cute. Should I message him? Nah. And I do one scroll. As soon as I finish that scroll, I get a message. Hey. I'm like, oh, dang. Like that?
Tripping.
So he was on me.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we talking on a little social media site. I don't like giving people my phone number like on a quick. So we talking on the social media site for like about 2 weeks on the site. Like we get on there and message each other, you feel me? And then like I'm feeling his vibe or whatever, and I'm getting more comfortable with him. So he asked me for my number. I give him my number. That's when the FaceTime started.
Yeah.
Baby, listen. We FaceTime each other all day long. Like I'm telling you.
I ain't never FaceTime somebody that I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even like FaceTime like that, man.
Bro, we lived on FaceTime. I'm talking about wake up in the morning on
Go to
FaceTime.
sleep.
Brushing your teeth on FaceTime. In the shower. We would just face the shower towards the wall, but you could hear the shower going on. Like,
shit crazy, man. Even going to sleep. Like, we even slept on the phone.
Slept on FaceTime. I'm talking about slept on FaceTime. Like, I put on my bonnet, he put on his do-rag type shit, like get in the bed, look at each other, go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, and they phone is still on, and I can look at him sleeping, and he can look at me sleeping.
Facts.
Crazy. And y'all, like, real talk, we did that thing for like months.
They did that shit for like 2 months.
2, maybe 3 months. We did that thing for the longest, you know what I mean? So at this point, we've been talking for like 3 months, you know what I mean? We talking, we feeling each other, but he lived dumb far. He was living,
I was living in a little town. She was living in like LA-ish.
No, I was in Orange County.
Orange County.
But like the border of LA.
Yeah,
basically LA. Yeah, I was living like LA. He was like way up in North LA.
North.
Like North LA County. You know what I mean? And I was South LA County. So we was like about what? That's like 100?
Yeah, it was like 100 miles. It was 100 miles away. Yo, we was taking the train to come see each other. Like the first time she came, you feel me? She was driving. She had to work.
Yeah. So the very first time we seen each other in person, like I'm telling you, like we've been basically dating for 3 months now, talking to each other heavy, whoop, feeling each other. So we really wanted to come see each other. His car like broke down, right?
My car broke down, yeah.
His car broke down, and then my car, I had got into a car accident a couple months before that, so I didn't have a car no more. So we was like, we want to see each other, we want to see you, but we could never do it because it was hard. So then one day my sister like, you want to use my car for the day? I was on it. I was like, bet. I text him, I'm like, what you doing? He like, nothing. And then he said something like, man, I wish you could come. I'm like, I can. I got the whips for today. He like, bet, come through. Didn't I have to bring my niece?
Yeah, you had to bring her and everything.
Yeah.
She made sure.
My sister was like, you could take the car, but you gotta take my daughter with you, and then you gotta take her to her babysitter at the end, like when you come back. So I took my niece, picked him up, drove back, dropped my niece off at the babysitter, and then boom, we go to my house. So at this point, we've been talking for like 3-4 months. That's why I was comfortable enough to take him to my house. And we've been on FaceTime all day, every day. Like, I done met this bro's family. Like, I met his family on FaceTime. Like, we've been, so I don't recommend you just invite somebody to your house for y'all. Because technically, you could say this is our first date in person. Our first date in person was at my house. Yeah. But, so I don't recommend you take nobody to your house for your first date. But like I said, we've been talking for months, so it was a little bit different. We was already comfortable with each other. So we came to my house. We got some Jack in the Box. He stayed for like 2-3 days. Then he went home. Then after that, like I said, we didn't have no cars. I couldn't use my sister's car all the time because she had work all the time. Yeah. So like he said, we was taking a train.
Facts. So yeah, we was taking a train back and forth and stuff like that. And then,
how long was the train ride?
The train ride was at least like 2 hours.
2 hours,
2 hours on the train. So
and
I was like, man.
We would take turns going to each other's houses. Yep. So like he would come to my house and stay for 3 days, and then like maybe 2 weeks later, then I would go to his house and stay for 3 days, and then 2 weeks later, he'd go to my house, and we was doing that for about 2 or 3 more months. You feel me? But you guys gotta understand. So like I was living with my roommate, and he was still like at his mom and them house. So she didn't want nobody like spending the night, right? He didn't even ask his mama if I could come over. So I took that long 2-hour train ride to his house, and he sneaks me inside, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you feel me? And she was like, she was cool with me coming over, but spending the night.
She wasn't having it.
So I remember like one time we was in a room, she said something, she was like, Darnell, your little friend need to go home. So we like legit every single day, we would, in the morning when we would wake up, like if I was at his house spending the night, because I would be there for like 3 days. Every morning we would wake up at like 8 a.m. and leave. So she wouldn't like wake up and see me there in the morning. You know what I mean? And then like in the afternoon we would come back, and I would spend the afternoon at his house. And then late at night, I'm talking about like 9 p.m., we would leave again because she would be awake. You know what I'm saying? And like we would come back to the crib at like, midnight when we knew she was asleep. You get what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was crazy. And like every time I went to his house, we had to do that. Like that's just what it was. Like, it was funny as all get out. So we taking this 2-hour trip to each other's house. He'd come to my house. My roommate had a roommate. You know what I mean? But him coming to me going to his house, I was sneaking for 3 days. I had to like be quiet. You know what I mean? I would wake up, get in the shower, and then like run, because his bedroom was across the hallway from the bathroom. I would run back into his bedroom real quick. It was crazy. So yeah, basically that's how that was.
Exactly how that was, man. It was crazy. Then I was like, you know what? Then on 4th of July, I was like, you know what? I kind of like it out here. I was like, I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna move out here. And then she was like, all right. So like that same day, I got a job. And then fuck it. And then I moved out with her, and then but she had a roommate, so I was like, you know, I can't stay here or whatever. So like we looked and we got a room for rent.
Yeah, but he got a job on the quicks. Like when I tell you this man was persistent, like he was determined, bro. He like 4th of July, he came out to my house. He took the train to my house. He like, I like it out here. I'm gonna get a job out here. In my head, I'm like, it takes like 2 weeks to find a job. Okay. But I was like, okay, do what you gotta do. The same day, he had a job. They said, you work tonight at 11 p.m. He went to work. We had to go to Walmart to buy you some work clothes. Because he didn't bring all his clothes from his house. Like, he dead ass went to work. And then he didn't go back home for like 2 more weeks. About 2 weeks later, at this point, he's staying with me and my roommate. 2 weeks later, that's when we had to leave because
her roommate was tripping. I was almost like that. Hit him with the tooth thing. You feel me?
My roommate started acting weird. I don't know where it came from.
I think her roommate kind of really liked her and shit like that.
But he never tried nothing on me. He never said nothing to me.
He did not like me for some reason. I'm like, yo, chillax.
He started tripping. So we left. We left like a thief in the night. We left. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we left. I think we left.
We paid him for the whole month and ended up leaving on like week 2. And we was just like, we gone. You know what I mean? We got a room for rent. Y'all, this room
hot as fuck. I'm talking about like, what the fuck? Gave us like a little ass box.
These people knew they was wrong for that. So we had a queen bed. When we put our bed in this room, it touched every single wall. Can y'all imagine? We had like, this was crazy. This room had one little tiny window, which was like this big, and no air came in that window. This room was so hot. I mean, like, drenched in sweat.
Couldn't do shit, yeah. We had to buy like a fan. That was hot as fuck too. The fan didn't work. It was crazy up in that room.
It was crazy. So we was there for what? So we was there, we moved in there like the middle of July, and we moved out.
We was there for like 4 months.
December.
Yeah, we was up in there for like 4 or 5 months, yeah.
October, November, December, that's 6 months.
Yeah, we was up in there for 6 months in the hotness.
It was, y'all, we not even exaggerating.
Like, dead ass. It was the summertime, so you know it was hot with no AC. It was summertime,
and we was drenched in sweat when we was just sitting there. We was sitting on the bed, not doing nothing, and we would be dropping like big old drops of sweat. It was crazy. So we was there for 6 months. December come around. On December 4th, we moved into our first apartment together.
Yeah.
We had, what was it, a little 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, 1 bedroom.
Nice little community, you feel me?
Expensive as hell though.
Hella high.
Expensive as hell.
But we was so ready to get up out of that room, we didn't even care.
I didn't even care how much.
We was like,
how much I was.
Y'all approved us? Bet, let's do it.
Say less.
That's what we did. So we got up out of there. We was in that apartment.
Yeah, it was up in there for like a year and 2 months.
4 months.
No, like a year and 4 months.
Yeah, we was in there for like a year and 4 months. We was in there for a cool minute. Then we moved again, and now that's where we got where we at right now, which is Houston, Texas.
Texas, yeah. We had to get away from California real quick.
We came out here because the cost of living.
Yeah,
Point blank period. It's just like
the cost of living and like the environment and shit like that.
The environment, the vibe, all that. You know what I mean? California is just so expensive, and you get nothing for so much. That apartment, that little 1-bedroom apartment we was just talking about, we paid like $1,000, almost $1,600.
$1,600 for a 1
just
bedroom.
For the rent.
That's just for the rent. Not shit
else.
Not for nothing else.
You gotta pay your insurance.
Pay all that.
It was dumb high, and we felt like everybody wants to live in Cali because of the weather. We don't mind being a little hot.
Yeah.
Nobody want to come to Texas because it's hot, bro. We got AC. So what?
Dummy AC.
Like, just to keep it going all day. So, and everything out here is just way more affordable. Your dollar just goes farther. So that's why the reason why we came out here. And so far we like it. We ain't been out here long. Yeah. Basically, that's our story.
Basically.
From the top to the current right now.
Yeah.
And that
was about it.
So that's our little story time. Thank you guys so much for listening. If y'all want to see some more videos like this, just let us know.
Let us know down below.
Go ahead and follow us on social media. My Instagram is ayrianah_.
Yep, and my Instagram is DCS Smooth, or DC Smooth. Y'all could just put it like that, DC Smooth 32.
Yeah, so go follow us there, hit us up, say hi, we say hi back, for sure. And that's it for today.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye-bye.